Okay. Uh,
Hey!
Hello, Steve and Denise. I am giving you a little video of the reading of your letter to Mom. And so say hi to Steve and Denise. They're over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, kids. Hi, kids.
So here's the letter, and we'll see what Mom's reaction is. Mama, how are you today? It's a question.
Yeah.
So you
Really now?
so you have to answer that.
Oh, yes, I am deep love today.
Yeah, there you go. That's her response to how she is today. I am sure your weather is sunshiny and warm, and
Yes.
your deck overlooks a lovely shady patio, right?
Yes, it does.
Do they let you sit out there?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
She told me that she was gonna, let you sit out there and.
I can go outside anytime I want.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, and have a cup of coffee out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go. So today we have apple fritters, by the way, see? Apple fritters and coffee. Mom sucks up at least half an apple fritter, maybe more, in the morning. So let's see, lovely deck. So we are in the high 70s today and high 80s next week. Quite warm for us, but it will be so welcome. Our garden has been sort of stagnant in its growing, and we hope the sunshine for 10 days in a row will help it burst forth.
Oh, yeah, it will too.
They got a great garden. And Steve, I want to tell you, when we went up there, me and Jess, strawberries, oh, yeah, I want to visit them for about
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting ready to get a trailer one of these days, 25, 30 foot, something like that, and we'll come visit and or do a little walkabout together, something like that. It'll be fun. Nathan, by the way, bought a house
You
in,
did what?
yeah, he did buy a house
Okay.
in, what's that place? It's not Coeur d'Alene, but the Boise, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
So he's officially moving to Boise. I kind of hoped it would be Coeur d'Alene, but it is what it
that
is.
the north part?
Coeur d'Alene's the north part, but Boise's the farther south, about 4 or 5 hours south of Coeur d'Alene.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they bought their house.
Okay.
So he's telling them more about the garden now. The cucumbers are doing great,
Oh, good.
and the green beans and sugar pod peas are about 6 feet high.
Oh, my.
Very late planting this year, but the berries, oh my, they are heavy on the vine and the bush.
Oh, boy.
This I tried planting green beans this year. I got like 5 green beans, 5 FIVE, like
gosh. You don't
5.
get the
That
whole
was it.
thing. Oh,
It's terrible.
it is awful.
I know I'm not much of a gardener at all, and then stuff I don't even plant grows like crazy. I've got this huge lantana plant back there. I don't know where it came from, and it's growing in the middle of my garden. Anyway, so let's see now. He said they are heavy on the vine and the bush. Hope to go out and pick all the ripe ones this early evening before the skeeters come out. Oh man, mosquitoes!
Oh,
They come out in my shop. I'll be working in the shop, and they're coming. I'm making an urn to hold the ashes of Phelan.
Yeah.
To the kid the grandkid who's passed away, and they asked me to make him an urn, so I'm making 2 of them.
oh, God
Uh,
bless 'em.
So I'm working in the shop, and the skeeters come out right when it starts getting dark, around 7 o'clock or so. Anyway, so it says they are aggressive already, the mosquitoes. Last year we had the blueberry bushes just loaded, almost touching the ground. But when we got out there the next morning, every single berry was gone. A dirty raccoon ate them. You have to put together a raccoon trap, you guys. I don't
Yeah.
know. You make a raccoon trap. We think it was a raccoon, They have those nimble fingers to just pick them off. Anyway, this year we are not going to surrender so easily. Our maybe you'll fence them in or something. Is that the plan? Maybe they're gonna, fence the raccoon out. I don't know. Our friends who always take raspberries and give us delicious jam in return won't be in their Lake Stevens house this year. The virus has got them in lockdown in Arizona. They have some friends from Arizona who would come out and take raspberries, and then send them back jam.
Oh,
But they're all locked down this year, so that's apparently not happening.
Yeah.
So she says, you are also confined in your home, aren't you? That's a question.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she is. I know Dave gets to come and see you regularly because he's your chaplain. How blessed is that? That's a question.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you get to see other folks as well?
Yeah.
Who? You don't get to. Well, you get to see the people who come in and take care of you, but you don't get to see anyone else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. No other visitors. Now, she could set an appointment and go out front for an hour or so if you wanted to make an appointment to go sit out front, and maybe me and Connie could come over together maybe one of these weeks, and just sit out front. They'll let you, they take the persons out in the front of the building and sit there for a while, and you can sit and talk.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as when I steal her away and buy some pie and ice cream and go sit at our house under the tree. I could only get her out
there.
after, she has a doctor's appointment or something. I'll take her out for the appointment, and then we'll go and hang out for another 3 or 4 hours out at my place. So that was pretty good. We have done that about 3 times now. It says, she's asking, how do you get to see folks? I'm assuming if we came down, we couldn't get in to see you at this point. But actually, it's kind of like I just described. You can sit out front for an hour or so, but they won't let anyone come up to your room.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So we are hoping your state opens up this fall, and we hope as well that we are actually retired by then. The schedule has lengthened without our permission. And now the end of October seems more like attainable than September. So I guess they were going to try to retire September 1st.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be the end of October.
Well, okay.
It's the same thing happened to me. I was going to retire July in 2017, and I didn't retire, quote, sort of, until July, August 2018. It just didn't happen. Lisa crashed and had her aneurysm and all these kind of things. Anyway, welcome to planet Earth, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Stuff happens, right?
That happens every time.
Every time.
You think you're going to do this, and don't get to the end this one.
That's right. I understand. So it says here, we turned the front. Now she can talk about how they modified the trailer that Stephen takes to do his work out of,
Yeah.
So they modified it. And it says here, we turned the front nose of the business trailer into living quarters. So Steve could sleep there. It has a coffee pot, a microwave, a bed, a little potty, which is, this is cool, a 5-gallon bucket with sawdust. I've heard about that. They call them a composter. and what it does is it's very interesting. It uses compost, and when you do your business in it and you stir it up in the compost, it doesn't smell, and you can go on for a week or so, and then it's in a bag, and you just dump the bag in the trash, and you're done with it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I thought it's pretty cool, and they say it's very green. I don't know that they mean literally green in color.
Green.
Oh, come on, Mom, you have to
I got it.
eat,
You
eat
gotta
another
go.
one of those things. And it even has a toilet seat. And there's also a small refrigerator, freezer.
No, you're talking about with the kid.
The kids and their little, they modified Steven's work trailer
Oh dear.
so that he can just pull the work trailer where he goes and leave it there and have a little house to live in and not have to, rent a motel,
Oh, how nice.
rent
Okay.
a motel room or whatever, because
Yeah.
he'll still be working for a while.
Yeah.
There's a bed, and it folds up and down like a Murphy bed, but it gives Stephen a lot more room to move around. And this is one
Mason?
Stephen.
No.
Stephen, yeah, Stephen
Okay.
Denise, not Nathan. Nathan, wait till you hear how tall it is.
Okay.
Nathan would not fit. There is one foldable padded chair and LED rope lights, little lights that go around the perimeter of the inside there. The trailer is the width of a van trailer, but the headroom is only 5'2".
Yeah.
So it's pretty short.
Yeah.
5 feet 2 inches. I'm like 5'7", and Steve's probably right around 5'2" to 5'4", something like that. So
Yeah.
he's fairly short. And so it's they say perfect for Steve. Now she's going to talk about Sheris. Okay. She can talk a little bit about Sheris. Sheris is the gal who's over in Oman. Sheris Cotton.
Their daughter.
Their daughter in Oman, which
Okay.
is they're doing the oil drilling and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what her husband does. Works for an oil company in Oman, which is like southern Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So it says here, Sheris won't be stateside until next spring. Tony's job is still iffy. In other words, I guess they don't know if they're going to keep him on. But his contract runs out in March of 2021. So then at that point, who knows what they'll be doing. They'll be doing something different in March. Oman is still in complete lockdown. So, Mom, this whole pandemic thing with
Really?
it's all over the whole world. All over the whole world, even in Arabia. Yeah, it's not just the United States.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it started in China, and they spread it all over the world. It's the
Oh my
Don
gosh.
Stewart, he calls it the Chinese Communist Party coronavirus.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, still is in complete lockdown, so they spend most of their time indoors. The temperature in Oman in summer is about in the high 90s and low 100s with very, very high humidity. So going outdoors is absolutely exhausting. Not sure if they will have school open in the fall, but I don't think anyone anywhere is sure at this point what's going to happen with school. Actually,
Yeah.
I like the idea of homeschool. I wish Lisa and Nate would keep doing homeschool. Lisa's totally capable of doing that, being a teacher and all, and you get to really impart your values to your children if you could do that.
I bet. Yeah.
I wish I would have actually maybe embraced that a little more when I was raising kids, but oh well. Hindsight's 2020. So now Genesee or Rosie, I think is the. What you got there? A bird? Oh, there's a little bird out there. So Mom spotted a bird out
That's
on
my
the porch.
little bird. But anyway, that's okay. I was going to tell.
It's her little bird,
Because yeah.
right?
Yeah, there he is. They come in a little bit, and then he goes away.
Does he come all the time here?
Yeah, he's sitting there now.
He's just sitting there. It looks like a little dove.
In the fade.
It's a dove.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mom's got a little dove out on her porch, and
Yeah.
I guess it's her dove, and it shows up on her porch, of course,
Yeah.
and sits there for a while, and
Then he goes away.
that's right. So she's very observant of that.
Yeah. Okay.
So this about Genesee or Rosie. I remember her as Rosie. I thought that was a cool name. Anyway, Genesee is getting married again. Okay. On August 21st to a very nice man with 2 boys of his own. So now they're going to have a bunch of kids because Rosie's got
Oh, really? really?
How many kids does Rosie have? 2 or 3? She's got a couple of kids as well, I think. So he is kind, patient, loyal, and obeys the law of the pack. No, I added that part. I remember that from my Boy Scouts. Anyway, he says kind, patient, and makes her and the children feel important and supported. Is very appreciative of her and them. I'm not sure if he loves the Lord wholly yet, but that isn't our job to determine anymore. Darn, if we couldn't just, command these things to be so,
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Yeah.
I would throw that command in about a dozen or more directions right off the top of my head right now. But I'm with you, Denise. Just kind of taking a deep breath and recognizing what you just said.
Yeah.
I have finally accepted that I cannot know anyone's heart. Only God can and will never stop pursuing us in love. So
Yeah.
he's saying God's going to keep chasing us. Okay, now, she's going to tell you now about Ben. Ben and
Okay.
Susie. So Ben has got this wife, Susie, and he's got a kid or two down the road with this gal. Ben and Susanna, she doesn't like being called Susie anymore. Now it's Susanna.
Oh, his girl. Okay.
So she's got a new name, yeah. Are doing well, I think. She is now certified in yoga and teaching out of their yurt. They have a house that they live in. I guess they have a yurt, which is a big round, like a round house. That's a tent house.
Yeah.
I guess they've set that up in their yard or something, or somewhere. Anyway, so she teaches yoga out of that.
Huh.
She also practices Reiki, Reiki. I don't know what that is. She's saying it's a healing energy, positive method of addressing physical and emotional issues. I researched it and have reservations
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
where all that came from, but again, I can't share that with them. So it's sort of like, now this gal recently asked for a Bible. And Stephen and he sent her a Bible, and I don't know if she's just trying to, put together information to support her religious,
I don't think really so
stuff
much.
in
No.
general, or
No, no, not really. I know her.
You know her, yeah.
No, but I know her from being out there.
So maybe though,
Maybe, yeah.
as she sent her one of those Chuck Smith Bibles that has got all the Chuck Smith's commentary in
That's
it.
right.
If she reads that, there'll be a good chance that the Lord can use some of that commentary, even though she
Sure.
may be reading it for another purpose or reason, to pull
Yeah.
some spiritual things that she can use in her Reiki stuff.
That's right.
It may, vicariously, there may be some input by the Spirit of God into her life, So I've heard of people trying to study the Bible for reasons to discount it or for whatever reason. And just in the process of doing that, God gets a hold of them.
That's right.
And so our prayer would be that God would get a hold of Susanna. Lord,
Yeah.
get a hold of Susanna. And Ben, while you're at it. So we just get to pray and watch the Lord work miracles. Denise, you were good at that. And we love you.
Amen.
Not just for that. We love you because we love you, but we also love you because you love God, and we love to see God emanating from you as you are loving Him. So thank you very much. He specializes in miracles.
Oh, really?
That's what she says, yeah. It says, we got to have Ben's 3 children last week from Friday afternoon till Sunday. So they were babysitting grandkids and to Sunday afternoon. And when they left, we were both melting like a puddle of water on the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were just melting. Says the energy required to just be present with young people ages 3, 10, and 15. Amazing. Grace, how sweet the sound. Okay. It becomes more evident to me daily why God gave children to young parents.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
and the kids were really good. And just the attention required, always on alert. We were blessed to have them here, but just as blessed when they got to go home. Come on, let's see now. You're gonna
Go
have
ahead.
to, I'm gonna fill you up with some more of
Oh,
those.
you better eat some.
You're moving pretty slow on that one.
Okay.
All right. So
Well, they want to get it. Okay, they got. When they were happy to go home.
yeah, they were happy to get him there, and they were happy to send him home. Happy on both ends.
Yeah.
Well, you know that goes right along with that song. Happy, 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 happy.
Yeah.
Happy are the people whose God is the Lord.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, that was yours. I thought it fell off.
So, let's see here. We had barbecue several nights last week. Now she's talking about her and Steve. We had a barbecue the last several nights of the last week. Salmon last night. I've got 2 salmon that Dr. Brown gave me, and super frozen. And you guys barbecued them. I wanted to barbecue them too, but I was afraid the fish would just fall apart and fall through the barbecue. I'll have to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Anyway. She says, at our age, the doctors say to eat salmon at least twice a week. So,
Oh my gosh.
every once in a while, we are obedient and then finish off the evening with Rocky Road ice cream. Yeah, no, that's the real healthy stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Ha! Summer is a time of fresh veggies, big salads, and Rocky Road ice cream. But my husband is a meat kind of guy, so we go with that. He's been working out of town for several weeks, home on weekends, and this week he's home every night. The ferry, apparently, maybe he's working in Anacortes or over in that area.
Maybe.
There's a ferry that he has to take with this big truck. The ferry for the big truck and trailer runs about $240 to $320 every time they make a trip.
Oh, well, sure.
It's a big,
Oh,
huge
my.
equipment. So he's been setting up at the fire station, which is why they have the little house they built into the trailer, so he could
Yeah.
live there and just stay there. Setting up at the fire stations and riding his motorcycle back and forth. A grand total of $24 only with the senior discount.
So then he doesn't have to. He just.
Instead of $240, it's $24. So
Yeah.
10% of the price. So that was a smart deal, Steve.
Yeah.
Good going. So let's see. It's that retirement budget thing that we are trying to cultivate. Yeah, good luck. We ran $1,000 over our budget, and so the only way we fixed that was with that reverse mortgage.
Oh dear.
Reverse mortgage, we did that routine, and it's kind of like insurance, I guess, for...
What do they got this mortgage for?
We did a reverse mortgage on our house, me and Connie.
At this age, did you really?
We did, and the reverse mortgage, it was recommended by our financial consultant guy, who's
Yeah.
a really smart fella. But basically, because property continues to increase in value, if I live there for a couple of years, it's a wash. I don't make anything and I don't lose anything.
Yeah.
But if some disaster happens, in other words, I can never lose that house. In other words, if I run out of money, it doesn't matter. In other words, I will still be able to live in that house. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's sort of an insurance plan for taking care of your assets if I can't make my house payments now, then I'll lose my house. So what
Right.
what this does is, I don't have to make another house payment. When I sell it, I have to close out the mortgage.
Okay.
Or when I die and someone else sells it, it doesn't matter. Either way, but either way, it's secured by HUD, and who knows? It was the best deal we could figure out, and it was recommended because of we just
Yeah.
could not live within the amount of money that we had a month to live on. It just wasn't
Yeah.
possible, and our savings just kept going downhill. So now we can also buy another house. You can do a reverse mortgage purchase, same thing, and the house can be set up with that scenario so that when you don't use the house anymore, then you close it out. So that's another interesting thing that's
Wow.
available. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? Anyway.
No, that's right.
So anyway, Steve was working. Maybe it's in Anacortes. He's working someplace where he had to take a ferry. And so he squared that away. Now, she's closing the letter. Last paragraph in the letter, Mom. I made it through it. Mama, she says, Mama.
They call us Mama.
That's
Yeah.
right. I need to close so you won't be bored. I'll write again sooner than this was. I meant to write to you for the last couple of weeks. I'm sorry for the delay. Sending you much love, Marty. We really hope to see you, capital SEE, soon. Maybe you could write to the governor and ask him, pretty please, to open up the state so you could just have company. She wants you to maybe. Well, Walter Powers is dead. I don't know who else you know in the.
No.
You don't know anybody there anymore, right?
No.
We're done with that. Mom's done with that.
Yeah.
So then I love this. Denise says, "God's sparkles of blessings to you, Mama." Steve, signed Steve, Denise, and a paw print for Max,
Oh, the little puppy.
the puppy.
The puppy.
Max and Chester get along really well, although I got to tell you, Chester's on the downhill side, has trouble getting upstairs even. I don't know, has trouble getting up into the bed. We got a ramp going up into the bed. He don't even like the ramp.
Oh dear.
I don't know. He's, 12 or so years old, and in dog years, that's pretty far out there.
Yeah.
So, Mom, that's the letter.
That is.
There we go.
Sweet.
I read the whole letter, and
Thank you, honey.
that was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
And
like
so
that.
I'm going to send this video to Steve and Denise,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to hear your, response and our communication
sure,
while we were
yeah.
reading the letter and all that, So do you have anything that you'd like to say to them or ask them or anything of that nature?
I don't. Yeah. Not really.
Not really. Yeah. She's looking pretty good, huh?
That's perfect. It really.
I don't know.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, I don't. That's right. She's never gonna die. I think I'm gonna die before she does, and she'll have to bury me. I think.
No. No.
Oh.
I don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. Maybe.
We don't know. Yeah.
Maybe God will just come back.
And get back till us all go.
That's right, and we'll all go. I
That's
know.
what I said.
I know. I'm thinking about that. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's that too.
Well, kids, we love you and wish we could have fellowship with you, but this machine only works one way when I've got it on record. Although I could use FaceTime or any of those other applications if you wanted to do a communication in that regard at some point. Anyway, let me know what your feelings are on that. Regardless, God bless you. We love you. Rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, and in all things give thanks. Here we go.
We go.
Philippians 4. I've been really liking that chapter.
Yeah.
Almost, I want to try to memorize the thing at some point.
Memorize, come on, no, we gotta, cause I know, but
Oh.
we gotta do that.
I don't know. I think I could
Well,
probably
you
do it.
could probably.
I like the part where it says, "Be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known to God." And talk about focusing on
Yeah.
things that are good and pure and healthy and wholesome and righteous and all that sort of stuff. And the peace of God, which passes all
And make
understanding,
you rest. Yeah.
will fill your heart and your life.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. Amen. Amen, Mom?
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Yappy do?
That's a puppy do.
That's right. Yappy do. That's Mom's favorite phrase. Yappy do.
Puppy do.
Okay, kids. Bye-bye. We love you. And over and out. That's 30 minutes of letter reading.
Yeah.